It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Teresa Norman.
Yes.
And you are the neighborhood realtor.
I am,
Well,
the one and only. Anybody else came after me.
There you go. How long have you been in real estate, Teresa?
Almost 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, and I love it. Very passionate about it. I'm actually with Fresno Modern Real Estate. I've been there for a couple of months now, and we're doing some great things. So we're making some things happen over there.
Well, what's going on in your part of the market right now?
Well, you know, what I wanted to talk about is we still have a lot of short sales out there, and we don't have really a lot of people knowing where to go. You know, what do I do? You know, they're desperate. You know, I'm about to lose my home. Are they going to foreclose? So basically, I just want to inform people that there's places to go and people like me to see. You know,
for deal with the short sale.
With the short
for people that don't know, a short sale is for someone that is overextended in their loan versus the value of their home.
That is correct.
And maybe they're having a little trouble making the mortgage
payment, right. So, again, basically, like you said, the short sale, a person may be, underwater, and they need to go ahead and think about what they need to do before someone comes knocking on that door. And a short sale is a positive thing. A lot of people ask, is it better than a foreclosure? My answer is yes, it's better than a foreclosure. But what you need to do is you need to, first of all, get a realtor who knows what they're doing when it comes to a short sale, pardon me, and you need to be able to trust that person. I have quite a bit of experience in short sales. We've done many short sales. I'm a preferred agent for one of our major banks in the short sale department. And so what happens is when a individual calls that particular bank and they say, listen, I'm not going to be able to afford this house. I can no longer make that mortgage payment. I get the call and saying, by the way, XYZ told us to give you a call, and we need to short sell our property. And I, in turn, go to the property, I analyze the property, I look at it, and then we talk about the positive outcome if they short sell the home. Because a lot of people think that if I short sell the home now, I'm not going to be able to purchase down the road, and that's not true.
How is the market right now?
The market is actually really good. You know, we have about 65 to 80 homes coming up every single day on our Fresno MLS, And just this morning, I get on the MLS every single day, as you may know. But we actually have about 288 people right now in Fresno that are short selling their homes, just in Fresno. And there may be more than that. But in the Fresno MLS, we actually have about 288 homes, you know, that are actually short selling, unfortunately.
Teresa, how are the banks, that not necessarily the bank that you work with, but how are banks in general still working with the short sale concept? You know,
it is getting a lot better, and I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of. They're afraid of making that call. Instead, they avoid the phone calls, they avoid the collection calls. But, you know, it used to be that short sales were going for 6 to 8 months. I had one that was almost 13 months. It was killing me. But we got it done. You know, now it's coming more in a 45-day increment, maybe 60 days, maximum 90 days. Because a lot of the calls that I get are short sales that are going to be approved. In other words, the bank is already saying, Teresa, go ahead and help this individual. We are willing to work with them, and you need to get started on that right away. So it's gotten a lot better.
Good. Now, where do you work geographically?
I actually go all the way up to Northern California.
You really?
I do, and all the way down to Desert Hot Springs. I did have some assignments all the way in San Diego, which was nice because I got to visit my son while I was there. But business is business. I, again, go all the way to Northern California, and depending on where they call me to go. So I've been really blessed to work for this particular bank, and I take clients from all over. You know, I travel. We make it a trip, you know, but mostly I go there to help that individual. And
well, if you're outside the local geographic area, how does that work getting on the the MLS and stuff? I mean,
Well, I meet up with different agents in that particular area, and we kind of partner up, which has been it's worked out really well. You know, a lot of times we find that people, after we analyze what they're going through, we have been able to save some homes where we didn't have to short sell. And I just want to let people know that they do not have to pay for our services as realtors as far as short selling their property. They don't have to pay a dime. In some instances, we actually help people with relocation funds. And what that means is that the banks will authorize a certain amount of monies. Every bank is different. Every individual is different. But they will assist with relocating, giving some relocation services monies for those individuals that are going to have to move.
That's great information.
Yes.
Good to know. And it's also good to know that there's someone that's got that knowledge base to work from, that experience.
Absolutely. I'm very passionate about real estate, in case you can't tell.
I can.
But I love helping people, and sometimes we get, when I used to have my short sale team at my other brokerage, they're like, we don't want to take that case or we don't want to take that transaction. For me, sometimes we get those God sent,
Right.
deals where you're not going to make any money, and it's not about the money for me. Again, I'm just passionate about helping people, and oftentimes I think God has brought us together for a certain reason,
Right.
and again, I just want to make sure that people understand that there's an outlet, there's hope. They don't have to give up. Don't avoid the phone calls. You got to deal
Right.
with it straight on.
Very good. Anything else you want to share today?
I just want to share that we're going to be we're going to be on some more shows here with Central Valley Talk, which we're really excited. We have the first time home buyer seminars coming up, so we're going to be talking about that this week. So
Okay.
people who are interested in finding out how to purchase a home, what to do, how to establish their credit, they need to stay tuned.
All right. Very good. Well, Teresa, thanks for being
Thank
on
you
the show.
so very much.
Again, you're with
Sit with Fresno Modern Real Estate.
Fresno Modern Real Estate.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you when we come back.